If you think trucks have already hit their peak, this video is about to prove you wrong, because some of the smartest truck inventions don't look flashy at first. They look like a small box, a simple panel, a tiny gauge, but in the real world, they solve the problems that actually cost you money, or time, or safety, like the invisible stuff. A trailer that's slightly too heavy on the tongue, a tire that's slowly overheating, a driver who's alert until they aren't, a rig that burns fuel just because of one ugly pocket of air. So today, we're counting down 24 brilliant truck inventions that are years ahead of their time. And every single one of these is real. It exists. It's being used right now by fleets, contractors, overlanders, and long-haul drivers who refuse to do things the hard way. Let's start with the inventions that make trucks feel like they're thinking. Efficiency and automation that feels like the future. 1. TruckWings Active Cab-to-Trailer Aerodynamic System. Right now, you're looking at a problem that wastes fuel every day, the gap between the tractor and trailer. TruckWings solves it with active panels that deploy at highway speed to close that gap, cutting turbulence and improving stability. And real-world testing has shown fuel economy gains in the "this adds up fast" category. Numbers like around 6% improvement have been reported. Best for fleets running Class 8 tractors on long highway routes. Compatibility notes: cab-mounted and designed for tractor-trailer combos, not pickups. Install and fitment depend on the tractor's cab setup. 2. Jost KKS Automatic Coupling System. Coupling a trailer in bad weather, in the dark, or under pressure is where mistakes happen. The Jost KKS turns that whole process into a controlled system. It's designed so the driver can couple and uncouple via remote control without leaving the cab, with sensors guiding the process. That's not just convenience. That's fewer errors, less strain, and a safer workflow. Best for fleets doing frequent trailer swaps, yard operations, and high-throughput logistics. Compatibility notes: it's a full system approach and typically requires specific coupling. Components and integration: this is a fleet-level upgrade, not a weekend bolt-on. 3. Airway Load Max/iWay Onboard Scales. Overweight tickets, reworking loads, guessing and hoping you're legal. Airway's onboard scale systems are ahead of their time because they turn weight into data, real-time axle and payload weight, viewable through an app so you can load smarter and faster. Instead of driving to a scale 3 times, you load once and go. Best for dump, logging, flatbed, and any operation where payload accuracy is money. Compatibility notes: systems are available for air ride and mechanical suspensions and require installed sensors and calibration. Some app features may vary by platform. Smart safety that catches problems before you do. 4. Seeing Machines Guardian Driver Monitoring System. A lot of accidents don't start with bad weather. They start with a blink that lasts too long. Guardian uses a camera system to monitor a driver's eye movements and attention, and it can trigger alerts for drowsiness and distraction before a micro-sleep becomes a disaster. It's one of the most future truck inventions on this list because it treats fatigue like a measurable risk, not a vibe. Best for fleets, long-haul operations, oil and gas, and any high-risk driving environment. Compatibility notes: requires professional installation and is typically tied into fleet safety programs. 5. Garmin DieselCam TM OTR 710 Truck GPS with built-in dash cam. This one is a double-up that just makes sense. The DieselCam OTR 710 combines a trucking GPS and a dash cam, plus truck-specific routing. And even features like aerial views of loading docks for arrival planning. So you're not just getting directions, you're getting fewer wrong entrance moments, fewer surprises, and video protection if something goes sideways. Best for owner-operators and anyone who runs unfamiliar routes or tight deliveries. Compatibility notes: designed for trucking use, but still needs correct vehicle settings for routing. Runs off vehicle power and mounts on the windshield. 6. TST 507 Series T PMS, tire pressure plus temperature monitoring. A tire doesn't explode to be dangerous. It starts with a slow leak and heat. The TST507 system monitors pressure and temperature and can alert you to low pressure, fast, leaks, or high heat, giving you time to pull over before a tire turns into shredded rubber and a ruined schedule. Best for towing, RV-style travel, heavy loads, and long highway miles. Compatibility notes. Comes in different sensor types, cap sensors or internal banded. Sensors. Sensor choice depends on your wheels, valve stems, and how permanent you want. The install. 7. Inventions S camera system. For a lot of trucks and trailers, your mirrors are still doing too much work. The Inventions S systems add real-time visibility with features like infrared night vision and multi-camera support, so you can monitor blind spots and make reversing less stressful. Some setups let you view multiple angles at once, which feels like cheating in a good way. Best for trailers, RVs, and tow rigs where blind spots are unavoidable. Compatibility notes. Camera mounting and power routing matter here. Extra cameras are often sold separately, and the trailer may need a compatible mounting location. Connectivity and control that makes your rig feel upgraded. 8. WeBoost Drive Reach OTR Cell Signal Booster. If you've ever lost signal at the exact moment you needed it, dispatch, GPS, weather, family, this upgrade feels like magic. The WeBoost Drive Reach OTR is designed for big vehicles and boosts signal with maximum power the FCC allows, improving calls and data across major carriers in weak signal areas. Best for long-haul routes, rural job sites, and anyone living in one-bar territory. Compatibility notes. Typically runs off vehicle 12-volt power, and the external antenna needs a proper mounting location for best performance. 9. Garmin Power Switch Trademark Digital Switch Box. This is one of those inventions that turns a messy wiring nightmare into something clean. Garmin Power Switch is a digital switch box that lets you control up to 6 12-volt accessory circuits from your phone or from a compatible Garmin navigator, so your lights, compressor, rock lights, air pump, whatever, becomes organized, labeled, and easy to manage. Best for overland builds, work trucks with multiple add-ons, and anyone tired of random toggle switches. Compatibility notes. You still have to wire accessories correctly, and you need to respect amperage limits per circuit and total load. Towing without guesswork. Now let's talk about the inventions that make towing feel less like stress and more like precision. 10. Kurt Echo Mobile Trailer Brake Controller. This is a brake controller built for the modern era. The Kurt Echo Mobile plugs into your 7-way and wirelessly connects to your smartphone, so you can monitor and adjust trailer brake activity through an app. And because it's portable, you can move it between vehicles without hardwiring a controller into every truck you own. Best for people who tow with multiple vehicles, rentals, or fleet swaps. Compatibility notes. Requires a functional 7-way connector and a compatible smartphone. Make adjustments only when stopped. 11. WAYSAFE Drop Hitch, built-in tongue weight scale. Tongue weight is one of the biggest silent causes of sway and bad towing. WAYSAFE's patented hitch design includes a built-in tongue weight scale, so you can actually see what's happening instead of guessing. That feels futuristic because it turns towing setup into a measurable checklist, not trial and error. Best for frequent towers, travel trailers, equipment trailers, and anyone chasing stability. Compatibility notes. Choose the correct shank size for your receiver, commonly 2 inches or 2.5 inch, and match the hitch rating to your load. 12. Anderson Weight Distribution Hitch. No sway, no bounce concept. A weight distribution hitch can be the difference between easy highway day and white knuckle steering. The Anderson Weight Distribution Hitch is rated up to 16,000 pounds GTWR and 1,600 pounds tongue weight, and it's designed to reduce sway and bounce with a system that's less clunky than old-school setups. And yes, it's also designed to be easier to install than traditional bar systems. Best for travel trailers and heavy towing where sway control matters. Compatibility notes. Fit depends on your trailer frame and coupler and your truck receiver. Size. Anderson offers configurations for different setups. 13. Airlift Load Lifter 5000 plus wireless AIR control. Squat isn't just a look issue. It changes braking, steering feel, headlight aim, and stability. Loadlifter 5000 air springs offer up to 5,000 pounds of leveling capacity, adjustable from 5 to 100 psi. And paired with wireless AIR, you can adjust pressure from the cab, often even from your phone, so you can dial in the ride for the exact load. Best for work trucks, tow rigs, and anyone hauling heavy regularly. Compatibility notes. Air spring kits are vehicle-specific. Wireless AIR uses a compressor system and requires proper mounting, wiring, and airline routing. 14. Gen Y TorsionFlex Hitch technology. If towing ever feels like getting punched through the hitch, chucking, bucking, surging, this is the invention that targets that exact pain. GENY's TorsionFlex uses rubber torsion components to cushion the connection and reduce shock transfer. That doesn't just protect your cargo, it reduces fatigue in the driver. And that's an underrated future upgrade. Best for towing heavy loads, rough roads, and sensitive equipment. Compatibility notes. You need the correct receiver size and proper ratings. These hitches are heavy-duty and should be matched carefully to your setup. Worksite efficiency and bed access that should have been standard. 15. Decked drawer system. A truck bed is big, but without access, it's just a storage cave. The decked system gives you full-length drawers and a load floor above, and the top deck is rated to handle up to 2,000 pounds on full-size trucks when distributed properly, so your tools are organized, locked, and reachable without climbing into the bed. Best for contractors, service trucks, and anyone who carries gear daily. Compatibility notes. Fit depends on bed size and truck model. It can work under many tonneaus and caps, but plan your stack carefully. 16. Bedslide 1000 Classic, 75% extension cargo tray. This is one of those inventions that feels too simple until you use it. The Bedslide 1000 Classic holds 1,000 pounds evenly distributed and extends 75% so you can pull heavy gear toward you instead of crawling into the bed like it's a gym workout. It's a back saver, a time saver, and on a busy day, it's a sanity saver. Best for work trucks, overland builds, and anyone loading heavy gear solo. Compatibility notes. Sizing matters. Match the tray to your bed dimensions and account for tonneau or cap clearance. Lighting. That's actually engineered, not just bright. 17. Aerodynamics SS3 SAE/DOT Fog Light Kit. A lot of aftermarket lights are bright and useless. Glare, scatter, bad beam patterns. The Aerodynamics SS3 SAE/DOT fog kits are different because they're built around custom-engineered optics designed for real driving beam patterns, so you get usable light where you need it, without turning fog into a glowing wall of white. Best for highway drivers, rural roads, and poor weather visibility. Compatibility notes. Vehicle-specific brackets matter, and these are designed for 12 volts. Automotive systems. Security that treats your truck like an asset. 18. Land Air C54, real-time GPS tracker. Here's the truth. The best theft recovery plan is the one you set up before you need it. The Land Air C54 is a compact GPS tracker with a strong magnet and an IP67 waterproof rating, designed for vehicles, trailers, and equipment. If something moves when it shouldn't, you'll know. Best for contractors, fleet owners, trailer owners, and anyone parking equipment overnight. Compatibility notes. Requires charging and a subscription for real-time tracking features. 19. Cat clamp catalytic converter lock. Catalytic converter theft is fast, so the defense has to make stealing take longer. Cat clamp uses an award-winning patented cable cage design with aircraft-grade wire rope that wraps and anchors the converter, creating a job that's too much hassle for most thieves. Best for trucks commonly targeted for converter theft, city parking, and fleet vehicles. Compatibility notes. Fit depends on underbody layout. Some installs are easier with lift access or a shop. 20. Revelco anti-theft device. This one is almost funny because it's so low-tech, and that's exactly why it works. Revelco uses a removable plug that interrupts key electrical circuits. When the plug is removed, the vehicle can't be started. No beeping alarms, no flashy app, just not today. Best for high theft areas, work trucks with expensive tools, and personal trucks you can't replace easily. Compatibility notes. Typically requires professional installation and varies by vehicle wiring. Architecture. Recovery power that turns stuck into temporary. 21. WARN XEON 10 switch. When recovery gets serious, you don't want good enough. You want proven. The WARN XEON 10S is rated for 10,000 pounds single-line pull, and it includes 100 feet of 3/8-inch synthetic rope. That's the kind of tool that turns a muddy incline or a snowed-in trail into a solvable problem. Best for overlanding, worksite recovery, and anyone who travels where tow trucks don't. Compatibility notes. Requires a proper mounting system, bumper or winch plate, plus wiring. To the battery and safe recovery points. Comfort and maintenance that makes a truck livable. 22. Webasto Air Top 2000 STC, diesel air heater. Cold nights don't just feel bad, they make you tired, stiff, and slower the next day. The Webasto Airtop 2000 STC provides heating up to 7,000 BTU per hour, and it's designed to save fuel by consuming as little as 0.03 to 0.06 gallons per hour, helping reduce idling and keeping the cab comfortable. Best for sleepers, work trucks in winter climates, and off-grid builds. Compatibility notes. Commonly available in 12-volt systems and requires proper fuel, intake, and exhaust routing during installation. 23. Fumoto F106N oil drain valve. Oil changes are simple in theory. In reality, they're messy, slow, and one bad slip can ruin your day. The Fumoto valve replaces your drain plug with a permanent valve designed for mess-free, tool-free draining with a lever mechanism built to resist accidental opening. It's the kind of invention you don't appreciate until you're doing a change in bad weather. Best for high-mileage work trucks, DIY maintenance, and fleets that value speed and cleanliness. Compatibility notes. You must match the exact thread size for your engine and confirm. Clearance for the valve body and nipple. 24. ECOFLOW DELTA II portable power station. Power is one of the most underrated truck upgrades, because once you have it, the whole experience changes. The ECOFLOW Delta II delivers 1,800 watts AC output and is commonly sold in a 1,024 watt-hour class. Configuration, giving you the ability to run tools, charge devices, power small appliances, or keep a mobile setup running without depending on constant engine idle. Best for job site work, overlanding, camping, and mobile crews. Compatibility notes. Recharge methods and runtime depend on load. Plan your wattage, ventilation, and secure placement in the cab or bed. Now, tell us the truth. Which one of these feels the most, "Why wasn't this invented sooner?" And which one do you think should be standard on every truck from the factory? Thank you for watching today's Tech New video. If you find these technological inventions useful, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to see more shocking content. Share your thoughts about these inventions in the comment section below. See you next time.